At the top and all new this hour, the effects of social media threats have been felt in school districts across the valley this week. But the superintendent of one school district spoke with Carolina Cruz about the impact that fear is playing on parents and students in his district.
That's right, Carrie. The Edinburg Consolidated Independent School District saw an abnormal drop in attendance this week. Some of the schools averaged half their typical attendance. These threatening words directed at South Middle School in Edinburg led to over 400 students missing school today.
La gente está preocupada porque pues no sabemos si mandamos a los niños a la escuela o no, si es cierto, si son mentiras.
This week, the Edinburg Consolidated Independent School District was the target of 3 threats. 2 were made at 2 middle schools, 1 at a high school, all through social media.
Any kind of a threat that we receive, we have to act and take all the protocols and all the precautions that we need to, because we take all threats seriously.
Pictures of these threats went viral. Calls from parents, students, and staff flooded the district's administrative offices.
It's creating an interruption in our instructional day, and our students are missing out going to school because they're afraid to go to school because of these threats.
Attendance in the district took a hit the entire week. The district usually has a 90% plus attendance rate. This week, it stood at 65%. As superintendent, Dr. Rene Gutierrez worries students are missing out on learning. Absences also affect the bottom line.
It also impacts our budgets, and it impacts the parents as well, because parents are afraid sometimes to send their students to school because of these threats.
The threats are being handled through the school police department. Once identified, the students behind the messages will be suspended right off the bat.
Nothing is a joke to us.
The district will also explore expulsion as an option. Consequences don't stop there. The Hidalgo County District Attorney made it clear students face consequences in the judicial system.
Being sent off to somewhere where they need help, being on some kind of probation, going to jail.
Dr. Gutierrez says he will continue seeking backup from local, state, and federal law enforcement. He's looking to put an end to these threats and restore a sense of peace in his schools. Dr. Gutierrez wants students, staff, and parents in the district to know they are addressing all threats brought to their attention. As of today, they already have a lead on one of those threats. He says once confirmed, that student will be taken into custody. Reporting live in the studio, Carolina Cruz, Channel 5 News at 6.
Local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies teamed up today. They brainstormed on plans of action against the rising trend in threats made in schools all across the valley. Officials said what is happening right now is several groups unknowingly are working on the same threat instead of joining forces. Law enforcement officials want to create a centralized group of law enforcement at all levels that can quickly and effectively identify whether a threat is legitimate or not.